You won't believe how fast a normal drive can go from fine to high stakes. One sentence can calm things down. One sentence can make things worse. I'm going to give you the exact lines to say, the exact lines to avoid, and the mindset that keeps you safe. No legal drama, just straight talk you can actually use. Quick, important note up front. I'm not a lawyer. This is informational. Laws vary by state. If you need legal advice for your case, call an attorney. All right, picture this. Lights in your mirror. You pull over. Heart beats a little faster. The officer approaches. In that first 30 seconds, what you do and say matters more than anything else. 2 rules to remember the whole time. 1, keep yourself and the officer safe. Hands visible, move slowly, comply with reasonable commands. And 2, protect your rights with short, calm phrases. You can do both. When the officer reaches your window, keep your hands on the wheel until you're asked otherwise. Smile if you can, tone matters. Here's the first line you should use when the officer asks for your documents. Yes, officer, my license and registration are in my wallet in my pocket. May I reach for them? Say it before you move. Announce your movement. I'm reaching into my pocket now. Slow, predictable motion prevents surprises. If the officer asks, "Do you know why I stopped you?" say exactly, "No, officer, I'm not sure." Short, neutral, stops you from guessing or confessing. If the officer asks things like, "Have you been drinking?" or "Where are you coming from?" say exactly, "Officer, I'm going to remain silent. I want to speak with an attorney." Say it once, say it calmly, then stop talking. Silence is not rude here, it's smart. Now, searches. This is where people panic. If an officer asks to search your car, say one clear line. "Officer, I do not consent to a search." Say it once, firmly, and don't hand them permission. If they say they have probable cause or a warrant, don't argue. Say, "Officer, I do not consent to a search. I want to speak with an attorney." Do not physically block the search. Don't make it a physical confrontation. The refusal matters in court later, but your safety matters right then. Phones are especially private. If an officer asks to search your phone or for your passcode, say, "Officer, I do not consent to a search of my phone. I want to speak to an attorney." Do not type your passcode for them voluntarily. Recording the stop can protect you. In most places, you can legally record police in public. If you decide to record, don't hide it. Announce it. "Officer, I am recording this encounter." Keep your hands visible and don't get in anyone's way. If an officer asks you to step back for safety, do so. Keep recording from a lawful spot. How do you know if you're free to leave? Ask this exact question. "Officer, am I free to leave?" If the answer is yes, calmly walk away. If the answer is no, you are being detained and you can ask, "Am I being detained? Am I under arrest?" If you are arrested, do not resist. Say calmly, "I will not resist. Am I under arrest? I want to remain silent and I want to speak to an attorney." Repeat that phrase and stop talking until your lawyer is present. Now, let me give you a few short scripts to memorize. Practice them until they feel natural. Script A, basic stop. Officer, license and registration. You, yes, officer, my license and registration are in my wallet in my pocket. May I reach for them? Officer, do you know why I stopped you? You, no, officer, I'm not sure. Script B, direct questioning about drinking or drugs. Officer, have you been drinking? You, officer, I'm going to remain silent. I want to speak with an attorney. Script C, asked to search. Officer, can I search your vehicle? You, officer, I do not consent to a search. I want to speak with an attorney. Practice saying those lines out loud. Say them until they roll off your tongue under stress. A few things you must not say. Memorize these traps and avoid them. I was speeding because I'm late. That's an admission. I had a beer earlier. Avoids timelines, but it's still an admission. Go ahead, search. Don't invite a search. Handing over your phone and saying, "Here, use this," don't volunteer passcodes or unlock the phone. If you're a passenger, your rights are slightly different. You don't have to answer incriminating questions. You can ask the same things. Am I free to leave? and I want to remain silent and speak to an attorney. Keep your hands visible and avoid interfering. If an officer asks you to step out of the car, comply. Ask, "May I step out of the car, officer?" Move slowly, keep your hands visible, and do exactly what you're told. If they handcuff you, do not struggle. Say, "I will not resist. I want to speak to my lawyer." If anything feels physically wrong, excessive force or unlawful entry, don't try to solve it on the street. Get to safety when you can, document everything, and contact a lawyer who deals civil rights or police malpractice. Take photos, backup videos to the cloud, and write down the time, location, badge numbers, and witness names as soon as possible. Let me give you a short, human tip. Put a small card in your glove box with these 10 lines. Seriously, it helps. Under stress, you'll forget things. Muscle memory and the physical reminder work wonders. Here are the 10 lines to memorize. Say them exactly. 1. Yes, officer. 2. My license and registration are in my wallet in my pocket. May I reach for them? 3. I'm not sure. 4. Officer, I do not consent to a search. 5. I wish to remain silent. 6. I want to speak with an attorney. 7. Am I free to leave? 8. Am I being detained? 9. I will not resist. 10. I am recording this encounter. If you get pulled over at night or in a sketchy area, take 3 practical steps. Pull over to a well-lit place if you safely can, turn on your interior light, and announce your movements. I'm reaching into the glove box now. Slow motion and clear speech reduce perceived threat. A quick word about probable cause and warrants in plain terms. Police can sometimes search without consent if they have probable cause or a warrant, or in limited safety circumstances. Refusing consent doesn't stop legal searches in every situation, but it does matter later if a judge needs to decide whether the search was lawful. So refuse consent clearly, calmly, and then let your lawyer handle it. If you believe your rights were violated, here's what to do after you're safe. Document everything immediately. Recordings, photos, witness contacts, the officer's name and badge number, the patrol car number, time, date, and a short written account of what happened. Upload videos to the cloud so they can't be deleted. Then contact a lawyer who handles civil rights or police malpractice. Simple, clear, calm. Before I finish, 2 quick de-escalation habits that make a big difference. Announce your movements. I'm reaching into my glove box now. Slow motion and clear speech reduce perceived threat. Use polite language like "Yes, officer" and "No, officer." If you feel your anger rising, breathe and repeat your silent line. Okay, final short checklist to memorize right now. Keep hands visible. Move slowly. Say, "Am I free to leave?" Say, "I do not consent to a search." Say, "I wish to remain silent," and "I want an attorney." Document everything afterward. You don't need to be a lawyer to protect yourself. Learn these lines, practice them, and when stress hits, your words will do the heavy lifting. Stay safe out there.